Hello there. Hey guys. Hello, fellow travelers. Are you ready to set sail on an unforgettable adventure with Margaritaville at sea? Well, today we're going to dive into the Heroes Sail Free program. It's for veterans, active military, first responders, and a group that I'm a member of, educators. So we're going to explore the pros and the cons of the program so you can decide if it's smooth sailing for you or if it's rocky waters. Okay, that was a little corny, but let's jump right in. Okay, so first, let's talk about the good stuff. Okay, starting about the pros of sailing with Margaritaville at sea under the Heroes Sail Free program, right? Okay. So, first of all, the first perk, let me let you guess. Yeah, it's free. Okay. So, now when we say free, you know what I mean when I say free, especially when it comes to cruises, when it comes to sailing. If you're a member, if you're a frequent cruiser like I am, or you cruise on other cruise lines and you have those free room offers, you know that it excludes several things. So it excludes taxes, fees, and gratuities. Okay. But knowing that, you still are going to get a cruise at a fraction of the cost that you would get otherwise. So it can be a massive win. Okay. The second thing that's a pro is that it's very easy to book. Let me say that when you say, hey, this sounds like a great program, you go on a website called GovX, and then what you do is you put your information in, they verify your eligibility as one of the heroes. As an educator, I had to put in my email address, which had a .edu suffix, and it was easy and I was verified within moments. So you can get your eligibility very quickly and then you can choose a date that works for you. So that is the second pro. The third pro for the Margaritaville at Seas is the vibe. If you are into relaxation, if you're into the island way of thinking and living and vacationing, and you are one of those parrot heads and you're a big Jimmy Buffett fan, even if you're not a big Jimmy Buffett fan, but you like that type of sensibility, that is absolutely a pro on the Margaritaville of the Seas. So that is the pro. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about are some of the cons. Okay. So now let me tell you, it's not all palm trees and pina coladas. Okay. Let's talk about what you may not love about the experience. Okay. First of all, the ship is going to be a little bit smaller compared to other cruise ships. Now, my understanding is that these ships, and there are only a couple of them in the Margaritaville line, they are former kind of like Carnival slash the other company that they were merged with. So they're smaller ships that were from former bigger cruise lines that they said, all right, we don't want these ships anymore. And the Margaritaville said, yeah, we'll take them and we'll revamp them and we'll zhuzh them up and we'll Margaritaville them. And then that's what they do. So if you like a large ship with many thousands of people, my understanding is that maybe a couple of thousand people kind of on the ship, which for some people is plenty. But if you like a larger ship, that's not going to be your speed. Okay. So another con that's going to be a little bit different, it kind of goes along with the whole idea of it being a smaller ship. you're not going to have as many options as you would on some of the larger cruise lines. So I've been on Royal Caribbean, I've been on Carnival, and I know that some of the options can seem so vast and so almost limitless. My understanding is that Margaritaville of the Seas is going to be a little bit more limited, but here's the question. You get what you pay for. Are you willing to have a more limited menu, more limited uh, choice of restaurants, etc.? Is that okay with you if you pay less? It's up to you. And then also, the third thing that I want to talk about is um, the additional fees that can add up. My understanding is that taxes, fees, excursions, specialty dining, drink packages, all of those things are not included. So you be mindful when you are booking your cruise, because you might hear free, but you have to think about really how much am I kind of putting out when it comes to the money for this cruise. Now, here's another thing that you need to think about as well. If you are a cruiser with another cruise line and you have a loyalty program, or you have, if you're a casino member, like I may be, so you want to kind of weigh the pros and cons of the different offers to see whether or not this free cruise really, if it adds up to what another cruise line may offer. Okay, so the last con that I would say is that it's a very popular program, as you can imagine, when you hear people say free, and especially once the word gets out about educators and teachers cruising for free, etc. We like to let our hair down proverbially. So that's something that happens. It can be tough to book the peak dates, and cabins can book up fast, so it can be tough to book for a popular time. So you have to be flexible if you want to get a good spot. Okay. And let's see what else. I guess the question is the program worth it? Heroes sail free. Okay. Number one, we know free isn't really free, but if you're looking for something that's quick, budget friendly, it's a quick getaway with a tropical vibe. Okay. So it's worth considering. And in fact, I'm booked currently for a Carnival cruise coming up in the next couple of months. But after that, I am going to go ahead and try out this Margaritaville of the Seas, because, it's definitely in my price point, free 99. So, just think about it. If you want something more lush and more luxurious, this may not be your jam. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.